stream started.
Hello. Hi. Hello. Welcome. Hi. Hello. 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 Good afternoon. How you doing today? Welcome. Hello. Welcome. Okay. So, last time on stream, I made a bunch of pieces for the puzzles. And I believe there was one that was not working correctly, if I remember correctly. The one that triggers the doors. Yeah. Once that one is working correctly, then I can actually make the next piece, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. I need to check my maps. 1 second. I just need to open the map before I forget. Okay. So I made the block that can be pushed, right? I made the block that responds. I made the switch for the blocks. I made the reload, the reset puzzle switch. I'm missing. I was finishing the normal switch, and next I would need to do the time switch and the spikes. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm just staring at the current map of the dungeon. Beyond that, I believe the only thing that would be missing would be the torches that you need to light up. Yeah, and the thorns that need to be burnt. Yeah. Okay. Oh. For some reason, my room where I stream is becoming each day a little bit more hot, which is something I'm not enjoying. So I need to figure out a way to cool it down. Yeah. Actually, I have an idea, but I don't know if it's a very good idea. I could just turn on the AC. It is an option. Yeah. Another thing is that now that I think about it, the game is kinda structured nicely, but I believe it can be improved. Yeah. Mainly because, now that I think about it, if I want to make the demo, I need to clean most of the game. Yeah. Huh. Yeah. Let's see. Apparently there is no one in chat, which is lovely. Huh. Okay then, shall we then move into the game development, so I don't waste any time.
Stream started.
Stream started. Okay. So this is the current map of the dungeon, as I wish it to be, right? Currently we have some of the items that required for the dungeons, not all of them. We're missing the stoppers that I have right here. These ones, right? That I just symbolize by a dot. And what else? Yeah, I think I just need the dots to begin structuring the game correctly. Yeah. Also, I need the spike traps. I think I can make those fairly easily. Let's see. So I'm going to need some sprites. A sprite. And you are going to be sprite spikes for now. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is simply make the holes, right? But I want to have them made on a circle, like this. So I think I'm going to structure this like that. Okay. Maybe like this would be the best. Right? Is that nice, or should I make it a little bit different? Hold. Maybe? I can place this one right here. Right against the edge. And do the same over here. And then for the one at the center, I will just place it there. And these ones, I suppose I can place against the top and against the bottom. Now that looks quite nice. Yeah. Maybe the ones on the top I can lower a little bit. Yeah. So I have space to actually show the spikes. So I'm going to lower this one. Yeah, like that. Right. That looks quite nice actually. Let's actually call this one spikes in, as in retracted, right? And I will duplicate this, and I will make a version with them out. I need to make sure this is centered. Okay, now I just need to make the spikes. I guess I will just do a literal spike like that, right? Okay, that looks actually nice. Not good enough. I can just place this like that, right? That looks nice. Okay, let's stick with those. Now I need to make the object. Object underscore spikes. 1 second. I'll be right back. Don't you just hate it when they just randomly call you and say nothing and just hang up? That's extremely annoying. Okay, so we make the object for the spikes, right? So let's select the sprite, spikes. Spikes. Okay. Now we have the spikes, and I kind of want to make the animation in between each of them, right? How about if I call this the idol, right? Wait, what was the structure that I used? Hold on, I screwed up. Not here, but on the sprites. Okay, sprite name, state, and direction. Okay. Okay, so spike name, state, idle, direction, neutral, attack, neutral, And I will make the animation in between. That would be the window, right? So let's duplicate this. And this would be wind up. I believe that was the okay, I wrote that wrong. Wind up. Right, and I wanna make the wind up. Let's see, I'm going to copy this frame real quick. Okay, this is the final frame right here, right? So I want to do the in-betweens. This needs to be a different layer. Actually, let me just copy this one. Like that. And I want this one below. Just like that. Okay. So for the wind up, how many frames would be nice? Let's set it to 8 maybe. So we have 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So this one, I suppose I can just cut, right? Just cut the tips. Let me actually clear these ones. Okay, so I'm going to just show the tip. Right? It's going to be just like coming out. Like that. Right, that is about to come out. Let's hold this one for like how about a few frames. So let me delete some of this. Let's say 3 frames. Like that, right? And then the next one is going to be a little bit bigger. Something like this. Right? And I will round it a little bit. Actually, you can just change the color of this to give it a little bit more of a presence. right? That looks quite nice. And then we get the final strike right here. I'm just going to delete this one and make a little in between. But this one is like this. So I'm going to make this one slightly smaller. Just as a transition frame, right? So I'm going to put down, how about right about there? And I just need to delete the excess. Right? Okay. That looks just about right. Yeah, and now we have this animation. Maybe a little bit too fast. Let's switch this to something more easy on the eyes. That's nice, but a little bit too slow. How about I like the speed at the end, right? But the build-up is a bit too short. So let me duplicate a few frames right here. That looks way better. Okay, nice. Okay, so this guy is going to have a very simple cycle, right? Let's see, let's add some variables. We are going to have a state that is going to be expression. We will start an idle, right? And we need a switch. What we're going to do here is very simple. We evaluate a state, right? Case state dot idle. That's going to be very simple. Hello, Tom Corby. I didn't see you there. Hello, welcome. Hello, how are you today? Welcome.
Hi, I'm you.
Hello. Let's see, I need fire rate. F rate is going to be about every let's set a timer. It would be timer. This is going to be on seconds. So let's start with 1 second by default. And I'm going to have a counter. How are you doing, Corby? Everything good? Everything nice? Counter plus plus. If for counter is greater than or fire rate, then we switch to wind up. State equals state dot wind up, right? And on wind up, then I'll write not much committed rate. Really? That's nice. That's good. Okay. Break. We have the wind up. And this is going to be just an animation. Right? We don't really... Actually, I don't even need the case. I just need to check for the end of the animation. So that would be animation end. Switch. 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 There we go. I forget how to type switch. Case wind up. And in case the animation wind up is ending, we switch state to the state attack. Yeah. And on the state attack, we are going to do damage. So we will just trigger the attack. And I don't remember the parameters. Damage, location, type. Okay. So it's going to be a damage of 1. In the location x of y. X and y. The damage type is damage type dot pierce, and knockback, let's give it 5 for now, just to check. The interrupt, we don't really need it, I believe. Okay, that in theory should be good enough. Okay, let's test it out. Spikes. Today apparently is also a slow day for me. Not much happening. Ah, it crashed. But I will know you to interrupt this. Okay. I actually need to set an interrupt list. Interrupt list. Let's set this to empty for now. Yeah, okay. Non-variable direction. Okay, that's true. I need to set the direction. I forgot. Direction is going to be dot none. New. Okay, now it's just simply doing nothing. Oh, I see. I know what the issue is. I forgot to update the sprite. The sprite index is going to be equal to get underscore sprite. Just like that. That should update everything quite nicely. It crashed because I forgot one parameter. And character name is going to be a string. Spikes. Just like that. And there we go. Oh wait, there is no change back to the normal state after the attack. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah. Okay. So when the attack is finished, we will change to state equals state of idle. Right? And this I need to be... Coding looks wild to you? Really? What was the code I was using to reset the animations? I completely forgot. Let's see. I believe I should have an example here somewhere. Right there. And image index equals 0. Okay. And that resets that. The attack goes back. I actually need to add maybe a little bit more animation, more frames to the attack. Yeah. I never got to do much of it installed sadly. Yeah. I actually went out of my way to actually learn coding. Oh, that looks quite nice. Look at that. I like it. Yeah. It's just not behaving the way I wanted. Okay, so first the idle is working quite nicely. Yes, but I think it should be executing at the end of the animation, not at the start. So I will switch that over here. Then the idle animation right here, I think should be longer. Let's give it 8 frames. 3, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, basically looks very to Zelda inspired. Link to the Past or Link's Awakening. Yeah, well, actually the inspiration for this game was the original Zelda, the one from 1986. Yes, that's why it looks like this. Yeah. I learned programming basically because I'm kinda impatient. Basically, I was playing games, right? I was playing a bunch of games, and there was this awesome game that I played called Majora's Mask, Zelda Majora's Mask, and I wanted to play a sequel, right? I wanted to play the next part of Majora's Mask, but I didn't want to wait, right? So eventually, out of desperation, I decided to make my own. I wanted to make my own, and I started to research how to program. Yeah. And I chose programming mainly because I saw it was the hardest part about making video games, right? So I thought, hey, if I learn the hard part first, everything else should be easier, right? So I started to learn programming. Yeah. very ambitious. It's more that I was not aware how difficult it was to actually do things like that. Yeah. It was more ignorance than anything. Okay, the attack needs also a few frames to hold. I will just put 4 right there. Let's give it another try. And that's why I learned programming, because I wanted to make a game I could play myself. Okay, that's taking quite a bit. Hello? Ah, there we go. Now it's stop cycling. Because I never reset the countdown. Yeah. So here, the countdown, I never set it back to 0. Where is it? This counter. After the wind up, I need to set the counter to 0. That will set counter to 0. Yeah. Yeah, not just the idle animation. I think it might be a bit too long, so I might actually need to cut this down a bit. So let me reduce the frames. Let's see. Actually, most of the stuff in the game is very, what to call it, placeholdery. Is still not the normal. Oh, that looks actually pretty good now. I just need the attack to last a little bit longer. Yeah, the attack is basically changing immediately. Yeah, and this one, the idle animation is a little bit too long, and the attack is a little bit too fast. Let's see. Let me check what's happening here. Yeah, I actually asked Peachy to do some art for my game. It seems like she's always stuck destroying her tablet and never actually does the art. Yeah. But she's supposed to be working on the art. Oh, I see the speed of the frames is way too high right here. And for the idol, it probably would be also too high, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay. And I need to set the... I'm gonna change state. I should probably reset the animation before I forget. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Still taking too long. It's still taking way too long. Wait, did I do something wrong? Why is not triggering? No? Okay, something's wrong. Somehow character files keep getting constructed. It's been like that for a while now. Yeah, I don't know what's up with her. Maybe she should get a new tablet. Because when I asked her, I believe she told me her tablets One is like 10 years old, and the other one is like 3. So I think she needs a new tablet. Maybe I need to change this. Right? The counter is set to 0. This is just the attack. Okay, this should be working correctly. Yeah, the few assets she did for me actually look pretty good. It's just more about the fact that she never has like a good tablet to work with. Yeah.
Exclamation mark.
Exclamation mark. Hello, welcome, Kilfera. Welcome. It's been a while. Hello. Okay, it's just the animation are stupid slow apparently. I'm always hear thoughts. I see. Yeah, the animations apparently are really slow for no apparent reason. That's really weird. Okay, let me check it. This is the current speed of the animation right here. And the one for the idol. It's not that slow. I don't know why it's taking so much time. By the way, I still can't read Ricardo messages, neither he can. Really? That's weird. I don't think I have done anything from my end. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's happening from my end, Kilfera. Let me do a little check, actually. Oh, you're Ricardo. Okay. Wow. Yeah, I noticed. I just noticed that when I checked your status. Yeah. Why is this happening? Let me do a little bit of debugging real quick. Let's see. So we are right here, right? And this thing, for some reason, is taking its sweet time to actually trigger. So let me check what's happening here. Okay, so. We have the timer, we have the state, direction, the name, the frame, the counter. So the counter is basically doing just fine. Let's see. Afraid counter is doing correctly. Let me change the breakpoint. Yeah, now this is taking way too long. Huh. Ah, there we go. Let's see. We have F rate in 61. Okay, so the counter is not counting fast enough. apparently, for some reason. That's weird. This is supposed to execute every second, which is weird. Also try finding my OG account. Is here also, but who knows who is it? Really? I see only 2 people in chat, like at all? Yeah. Maybe if I move the counter from location? Then again, I don't want it to count when the state is not idle. Yeah, the thing is, I have one chat on my side that shows every user on a different color, right? So if there is an account with the same name that chats also, it will show on a different color. Yeah, and right now I see every single message from you on the same color. Yeah. Not that I'm paying that much attention. Let's see. What is happening here? Actually, let me just show the countdown because it's been a bit annoying. So, draw. XY, let's say the Y plus 16. And the text I want you to draw, turn to string, the counter, please, just so I can see what the hell is happening. Okay, now that's annoying. It's like counting once every second. It's not actually triggering. Oh. Interesting. So that's the issue. So once it actually reaches 60, it was going to trigger. Right? And then starts again. Yeah, that's the issue. Okay. I see. So I need to move this from the end animation to the start over here. Yeah, that's the issue. Okay. Now that looks way better. Yeah, I forgot to add a few variables here and there. Okay.
E.
Hello, welcome, Lisette. Welcome. E. Yeah, I'm just figuring out the spikes currently. Yeah. Okay, I need the hit list. Okay, I also need a cleanup, I believe. Yeah, right here. So let me add a cleanup real quick. What else am I missing? The interrupt list, I already have it. The cleanup is okay. Okay, I think that's it. You're having network issues. Your SP is not on fixing it. That's bad. Yeah, I also had some trouble with my SP sometimes. Yeah, sometimes it feels like they want to throttle my connection for no apparent reason. Ah, nice. Ah. Really? It's not triggering anymore. Whoops, that's weird. Wow. I suppose I just need to reset the... clear the thingy. This layer clear up. It is clear. Already hit this. Just clear it right there. Okay. Okay, that looks fine. And you get hit. Nice. Now it's working perfectly. That's actually working quite nicely. I love it. Yeah. Can I mix it up? How about if I grab another spikes right here, right? And this one I'm going to modify a little bit. I'm just going to change the state to attack, right? As simple as that. So I will start with the spikes up, right? And it should go in the opposite direction. Not quite. How about if I set it on wind up instead? Right, maybe that would be a little bit better. I'm trying to just add in look a little bit more clean. Now that looks good. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, now you can actually slowly go through them. That's quite nice. Yeah. Okay, the spikes are done. They are indeed complete. Yeah. Okay, so we have the spikes complete. What's next? Okay, so we have the spikes, we have the blocks up. We have the blocks, we have the spikes, we have the switch that requires you to put a block on it to trigger. Was that one working correctly? Let me just check real quick. Okay, this is the block right here. And if I push a block into it, that's working fine. And then if we got a crash, why happened that? Probably on object. Okay. That's weird. Why are you asking for that? This is a puzzle lock door. Let's see. Puzzle lock. Is that the issue? That this variable was wrong? Let me check. Yeah, that was the issue. Now it's working just fine. Yeah, and closes if the thing is not set correctly. Oh, wait, what happened there? Wait. The spikes can bounce it back. Oh. Oh. I didn't expect that behavior, to tell you the truth. Look at that. That can open a different kind of puzzle. That's so interesting. That's not supposed to happen? Yes, that's not supposed to happen. That's unintended behavior. That was not planned, like at all. Yeah.
That's not supposed to happen, right?
Yeah. What the hell? That's indeed new behavior. Interesting. Wow. Now that's a new mechanic. So you could actually set up a very interesting puzzle using that? Yeah. Yeah, you can use the spikes to change the direction of the block, which is very interesting. Right? Like that, if you are careful enough. That's very interesting. That's a completely new behavior. I love it. It's quite nice. Yes. Yeah. Okay, so we have the door, right? We have the blocks. We have one of the switches. We have the reset, and we have the spikes. So we're missing these two that are basically the time switches. Yeah. Okay. So let's do those two real quick. And let's see. We have this sprite for the switch. Let's recycle this one. Let's just call this player switch. Right? And what I'm going to do is very simple. I'm just going to... Actually, what am I doing? Hold on. No. I'm going to use this one as a duplicate. And I'm going to just call this player switch. Right? And this one, I'm just going to delete the R. Like that. And that's good enough. Right. And now I need to make the tile set. And to do that, I'm going to use the same switch right here. The block switch. I'm changing to player switch. Right, and here I'm just going to switch the sprites real quick. And we are using this. Depending if it's permanent or not, we can switch the value right there. Target expression, that looks fine to me. Okay. So this switch should work just the same. Just instead of checking against parents, block parents, I should check against everything, right? So it would be object underscore entity parent. Any entity can trigger the switch, right? In theory, it should work as it is. Let me give it a try. So I place the player switch. I'm going to set the target to door. Right. Permanent, I will keep it on false for this test. Okay. So if I press this, nothing happens. Lovely. Hold on. I believe I need to make an array right here, because apparently the player is not a child of the entity parent. So I'm just going to add the player object right here. Currently I'm making the switch. Basically a switch you can stand on to actually trigger it. Yeah. So if I press it, It doesn't work. Lovely. Why are you not working? Oh, wait. Is it because I don't have the other press? No, it's not that. What's happening here? Is this pointed to the same target? And it is the same code. That's weird. Huh. Why are you not working? Trigger and target trigger equals to true. Trigger into false. Maybe if I delete the other one. If I remove this one. They might be conflicting. Yeah, that was it. Right? Because it closes on its own. You cannot really go to the door like that. So you need to actually try and make the blocks into the correct position. Right? Can I even place it in the correct position? Here, I wonder. Right. How about I push this one up, this one to the side, and that didn't help at all. Ouch. Ah. Damn it. Okay, I don't think I can do it right here, but it's possible. Okay, that's working perfectly. Now, let me check the other variation where I simply make it so if you press it, it's basically pressed for good. Let's see. And that's open, and you can go through it. Yeah, nice. Perfect. So we have this one complete also. Nice. Yeah. Okay, so we have the normal switch. Now we are missing the timer switch. Okay, let's see. So I'm going to do the same thing. I just duplicate this one, and let's call this timer switch. Right. And I'm going to edit this to remove that, and I will just put a giant T right here. T. Hold on. Okay, this is not looking the way I wanted to. Okay, let me just draw it the normal way. Oh, maybe I can make it like engraved? That would be nice. How about if I set it like this? Let me grab this and go a little bit darker, right? And we go from here to here, right? And let me organize. Right, and I'm going to just grab this. Okay. And I'm going to modify the color just a tiny bit. That doesn't quite look correct, does it? That looks a little bit better, but not quite. I suppose it will have to do. Okay, now let's go back to the thingy. I need to make another switch right here. I'm going to just duplicate this one. And this is the timer. Timer switch. Got into the art trap again. Yeah. This one I'm going to have to have an F, right? And that would be 60 times timer. Just so I can have it a little bit more clean. And I'm going to add the timer. Right? Integer. And we'll default it to 1. Okay, and we're going to have a counter. Starting at 0. And this code is going to be different here. Okay, we need a switch. And let's call this enabled. right? And we are going to check. Actually, we just need an if enabled. If not enabled, we basically do nothing, right? If enabled, we start counter plus plus, right? If the counter is greater than our F rate, then we set a target dot trigger to false and reset the counter to 0, right? While the trigger is enabled, we set the trigger to true. Actually, I can just use enable, right? So I can just say here enable equals to false. I don't even need to check that. And I just synchronize the target dot trigger with enable, right? And then I just need to check for the collision with the object, and I just set enable to true, right? We don't need the permanent check. Enable, we start the counter. If it's greater, we set. If not, okay. That should be correct, in theory. Let me check it out. So I'm going to remove this one and put, I forgot to change the sprite. Timer. That's not timer. Timer switch. There we go. Okay. Timer. Let's check. It crashed. Trigger on the marble object timer trigger. Create on read. That's weird. Is this a puzzle? Yes. Indeed, it's a puzzle. Yes. I'm making the pieces for a puzzle, actually. Yeah. Yes. Target the trigger enabled. Oh, it's because I didn't set a target. Okay, my bad. Lower. Timer is 1. Okay. So if I trigger this, it takes just 1 second to close back again. Yeah, so I can actually trigger it like that. Oh, it doesn't trigger with the block. I can increase the amount of time you have available. Let's say 8 seconds. Right there. So we go, press, and we just wait. And closes. There we go. After the time is off. Yeah. What do you mean what the game is about? It's based on the original Zelda. Yeah, the Zelda for 1984, and it's simply going to be a little bit of my lore, VTuber lore. Yeah. Yes, in general. Okay. That seems to be working correctly. Yeah. Okay, so we have the timer, the reset, the spikes. We have the trigger that requires a block, and we have the normal trigger, the resetting block, the sliding block, and we're missing the what call these things? The turns. Yeah. That's the only thing we're missing. Okay. So let me go ahead and grab make the turns. Let's close that. Sprites, create sprite, and that is going to be a sprite turns. Right, and set the center. Let's begin. Okay, for this one I kind of want very mute brown, something closer to this color, right? That's one, and I need a little bit thinner. 3 colors up, I would say, would be nice. And I want to do the same thing, but in the other direction. Going a little bit darker. Right, okay. We're going to work with this. So, これは、I don't know how to say inspired in Japanese. ゼルダみたい、ゲーム。そうです。Okay, so I want to make the sprite to be zigzagging, I suppose. So let's set it like this. Right? I think that's good enough. I can read like half of that sentence. Let me see what it says. So, このゲーム、のから、メインヒーロー、私みたいにリンクみたいです。ちょっとだけ。Okay, let's see, let's see. So I want a little bit darker below. Right, so I'm going to just make the dark area right there. Yeah, it's very because there is no L, proper L in Japanese, they use an R for it. Yeah. I wish they had made the female Link canon. It would have been very interesting. Yeah. Yeah, it's a weird zone in between. For them, yeah, it's a bit weird. That's why on Western interpretation, often they cannot decide if they are trying to say one letter or the other. Yeah. So sometimes the adaptations of translations had different names depending on the translating company. Yeah. Sometimes the same authors mix up the names and say it one way or the other. Yeah. Okay, that kinda looks nice. I just need to make the spikes. Maybe like this. I feel like this color is a bit too dark. Hmm. What do you think? Does this transmit the feeling of thorns well enough? Hmm. Maybe at this moment in the game? Okay, let me give it a try. Who's gone? In this particular game, there is no Ganon. Yeah. Because this is not adventure like the one with Link. It's more of a trial, right? So the goal is just beat the trial. You need to collect the relics, head for the final challenge, use the relics to open the door to exit the valley. Yeah. So there are going to be a bunch of bosses, but there is not going to be really a Ganon. At least not a mandatory one. Yeah. I feel like this side is a bit too high. Maybe something like that. Okay. I'm going to cut that and set it on a different layer. Just so I don't lose those colors. Okay. Okay. Let's give it a try. Let's see how this looks. Let's see. So I need to make an object. Create objects. Okay. And this is going to be object underscore thorns. Thorns. Okay. And from here we get the thorns. Okay. Let's see how it looks first. Oh, okay. It actually doesn't look bad, but it's hard to see. Yeah. Because of the color of the floor, the thorns are actually a bit hard to see. Yeah, it kinda melts with the background a little bit, which is not good. Yeah. So I might need to modify that. Yeah. Probably I should just add a layer below with some different opacity. You could try using green shades instead of brown. The reason why I don't want to use green is because these thorns are supposed to be burnable, right? You are supposed to burn them. So if I make them green, it will look a bit weird if you burn them, right? But if they are this color, this brown, that looks like dry, it makes sense for them to be able to burn. Yeah. Yeah, I'm planning on adding not an outline itself, but more of a shadow below them. Yeah. Something like maybe not that big. Just adding like the movement like this, just to give it more weight, right? Like that. And that might actually, yeah, that makes it stand out way more right there. Yeah. Or actually I could just add the outline. That actually could simply work. If I just add an outline to this. Okay. It's going to look very messy, I suppose, with the outline. Okay. It doesn't look so bad, I suppose. What do you guys think? It looks less thorny and more, what to call it? More bushy. Yeah. Like this. Maybe I could add a little bit of a brighter color to the tips, just to make them stand out a little bit more. Like just setting the tips a bit brighter. Maybe a little bit more, because that's a little bit too dark. Something like this. Now that looks more like thorns now. Yeah. That looks way better. Yes. Yeah. Okay, now what I want to do with this particular object is that I need to set it so it damages the player if you get too close, right? So basically it's going to be just a if check. If place meeting x dot y with either object underscore player or object underscore enemy parent. If you are in contact with one of those, you attack. Damage 1 with on the positions you are at, right? And attack type is going to be damage type dot pierce, and knockback I will set it to 5, and the interrupt list is going to be empty. Okay, that looks nice. When will you release the game? That's a very difficult question to answer. Yeah, this is basically the second dungeon. Yeah. And we're still missing 9 dungeons. So we are basically nowhere near completion. Yeah. I do want to release what call it, a demo. Yeah, on Steam. That's one of my goals. Yeah. Still some favorites. Okay. That crash. There is no set. Oh, I see. I need to add a few variables. And there dot variables there dot on. Just so the thingy doesn't crash. There we go. So if I touch it, nothing happens. Lovely. Why is not working? Okay, let's see. It's maybe because I didn't set the trigger. Is that the issue? That doesn't work. That's not it. When it comes out, you are going to feel anomaly first. You want the yellow? What did you mean with yellow? What's happening here? What's happening? I don't need to make the hit list, actually. Silksong News. I need to close this. Let me check the spikes, actually. Do you see that's a reference? I need this. The interval list can be empty. Right. Also need to clear the attack list when it comes to it. Clean up. Okay. No place meeting. I see. That's the issue. I had a little negation right there that was causing the issue. Okay, let's see. Now if I touch it. Well, the first time it works. Okay. Let me add a clear here. I will add a clear yes underscore list clear already hit list. Yeah. Okay, that should work it. Wow, you bought quite a lot of those, huh? That's actually kind of scary. The blocks actually can go through the horns. Yeah. Interesting. I need to fix that. I suppose I can just add the turns to the block detection. Block parents. Let's see. Get collisions.
Question mark.
Question mark. Hello. That scared me. Let's see. Scripts, utilities. Hello. Collisions, let's add the objects underscore horns. Like that, and that should fix it. I arrange just the turns right there. Hmm. But I'm wondering if that means the thorns will hurt me. Because it might actually cause some issues. Yeah, with that, I cannot run into the thorns. Yeah, let's not do that. Yeah, let's not put that there. You feel powerful? So maybe I will just create a variable. How do I make this? I need to add the collisions, but I need to recreate a new list. Basically. Recreate a new list, but for that I need to add to the list. What was it called? Okay, I don't remember. Let's call this collision underscore list, and it will be get collisions, right? That's start. Ouch. Wow. 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 Collision list is going to equal to array concat, right? Is going to be collision list, right? And the thorns object underscore thorns, like that. And with that we have the collision list, and this I will just replace right here. I'm sad no one actually uses the poor wolf. The woof woof is completely ignored in the alerts. Okay, let's see if this works. And poof. Okay, the turns actually stop the block, which is nice. Wow, whole surprise. Yeah. Wait, is the other shop not available? Oh. I was thinking. Let me check. Is the other shop not available? Did I never enable the shop? Let me check.
Element of surprise!
This one is available. That's not the one I want. That's available also. Okay. Oh, I suppose I never enabled that. Huh. The stream suddenly became a vein short. Yeah, I never actually enabled that. Huh. Okay. Let me just create it. Not that. Let's call this hat. Currency is going to be crystals. Okay. The first one I will call... Hold on. Let me check the commands I actually have. Okay. I'm going to enable a new shop. Hold on 1 second. Let's set this to... Let's start with 100. Yeah, 100. 90. Okay, the next one is going to be this. I will select that the same. And the next one is going to be I will select that the same. I don't remember why I never enabled this. Ouch. Okay, and let's see. Now I just I need to make save, and let me add the requirements. It over. Okay, that's ready. Next one. Okay, that's ready. Okay, that's good also. It shouldn't take me long. It just give me a moment and it will be ready to go. I don't remember why I never actually enabled this, which is weird. Let's see, let's see. Wah, wah, wah. Okay, I think that's working correctly. So there is a new shop in chat, just so you're aware. I wonder if it actually works correctly. Is that working? Did it work? It did not work. Why? Why? Oh, I see. I forgot to enable the thing. Hold on, 1 second. Now it's enabled. Yeah, this is stuff that affects the model. So if you have any ideas, you are welcome to recommend them. Yeah. Shadow arise. I can look for an asset for that. Yeah. I think you already have it. Do I? I need to check. Yeah. I show it manually once. Oh, yeah. Now I remember. Yes. You are meaning the expressions. Yeah. I can enable those, yeah. I could set one for each expression, I suppose. Yeah. Now that I remember. Yeah, the one that is the cycle mode. Yeah, I can make it part of the toggles that you have control over. Yeah, I can actually set that up. Yes. Yeah. I was thinking I can actually add a few more. Yeah. Okay, so that is basically working correctly now. So what's missing now? Let's see. So we have the timer, we have the reset, we have the spikes, we have the trigger, we have the block trigger, we have the blocks, we have the turns. I think we have pretty much everything. Yeah. Okay, I think I can start actually making the dungeon now. Nice. Okay, so first let's get rid of all this noise right here. Oof. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. So first, we want to about to go as possible. Not currently. I need to have people from Atermis, the one who made my model, actually add it, because that actually needs to be custom made, sadly. Yeah. It should be in theory very easy, right? The issue is that sometimes when the ones making the model, instead of making the head like this, right? Instead of actually doing the whole head, they sometimes set it like this, where they just set like a face plate on top of where they put the actual hair, right? It's not the whole head, so it's more of a question of design, basically. Yeah. It depends on how they actually structure the model. Yeah. Yes, it's basically a head MP, quite literally. Okay, I don't know what happened there. My mic suddenly stopped working. Huh, that was weird. It was a little glitch in the matrix. Let's see. So we need to do the dungeon. F1. Okay, so let's go one thing at a time, shall we? So, let's start with the entrance right here. We have a few bushes that we need to add, right? So this is 711. Okay, so let's go to 711. And well, right here. This area right here. And the objects, let me just add. Should I make a section for puzzles, basically? Group. Like this, puzzle pieces. Right, and I can add the blocks. The switch. The spikes. The teleporter. The timer. The thorns. And I believe that's it, right? Okay. So first we need the thorns. According to this, we need to put 3 near the edge. And the rest has to be doing this little square right here. So let's go to terrain. And here, I'm going to set this to a better grid. Right? Okay, so thorns. Basically, according to our little map, he's putting 3 right on the edge with a distance of 2 to the wall on the side. So actually I need to move this a little bit more over here. And then we have this little square right here. So that should be like this. Right? And this I'm going to rotate 90 degrees. Right? And then just to place this right here. Like that, I believe. Yeah, way to in space right there. Okay. Yeah. So simply was some complex but funny one because I couldn't resist to make that joke again. I'm already kinda I already think I know what one of the suggestions is. Okay, this map is done. This one right here. So let's do 8-1 next. So 8-1. This is just filled with thorns, this area right here. So let me do that real quick. I'm just going to place this right here. Like that. Yeah. Okay, that looks good. Now let's go for this one. A2. Right here. And that needs just a bunch of ones on the border, okay? How many? I need to read 3 space right here. Okay, so that's good enough. Okay, then we have this that is empty. Nothing there. This one is going to be quite the challenge. I am already dreading to actually work on this one. So let's do this one first. 6-1-2. Okay. 6-1-2 right here. Okay, your networks are final fixed. Nice. Nice. Okay, so I need to make a little labyrinth of thorns right here. We are leaving 2 spaces on the right. So 2 spaces on the right. Right there. This one needs to be rotated 90. And I'm going to copy this. And this goes from 2 below all the way to the top. Okay. So 2 below. Like that. And all the way to the top. Okay, that looks nice. Now we need to do the side ones. Here we need to leave 1 more space. Okay, so it would be like this, and we have 2 like that, and then we have 1 space over here like this, then the opposite, right, and then 1 in the middle like this. Okay, now we need to make the specs, and we need 1 on each spot right here. This one needs to be lower, and 2 at the end right there, and 3 over here. There we go. That looks actually a bit weird, but I suppose that's nice. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So now let's do this little one right here. Funny enough, it's actually translating quite nicely to the actual dungeon. I thought I would need to... yeah, you can just burn the walls if you want to. Yes, when you have the torch, you can just burn through it. Okay, the other one is going to be 6-3. Let's see, 6-3 right here. Okay, and we need 2 spaces. Let me set up. Okay, so here we have 2 spaces right here. And let's see. So we have 2 spaces, and then the actual wall. Right? And this has to be with 2 empty to the right. So we leave 2 empty. And this is where we end that. And we add to this and rotate 90 degrees. There we go. Right? Okay, now 7-3. 7-3 right here. The area in front of the bathroom. Right. And let's see. We have these stones right here that make a little L with 2 spaces. So we leave 2 spaces right here, and this one I need to rotate 90, and then we set this right here, and that goes with leaving 1 space below. So leaving 1 space below, and then it goes 2 to the left. Okay, so 2 to the left, like that. Yeah. And then we have thorns in front of the bottom, leaving 2 spaces right here. Okay, so 2 spaces, and then we have the thorns like this, and then we have the ones surrounding the torch right there, so it should be like this. Right, that's for the turns right there. On this side, we don't have any of the horns, so now we need to do this. That is going to be a nightmare. Okay. 712. 712. Right here. You have enough space to do to the puzzle. I actually don't know if I actually have enough. Okay, so we have the walls right there, right? Blocking whatever it is. We have a chest with the boss key right there. And let's see. Let me just put the boss key right there. Okay. And from there we need thorns. Right there. Like this. And then we have a bit more right there. Actually leaving one space right there. Then we have a thorn right here, and next to it we have the blocks, the yellow ones, one right there, and then we have this one like this. Actually, this needs to be a little bit to the right, like that. So this should be right there. Yeah. And then we need to place one more right there, right here, and right there. Yeah. And then we have thorns in between these ones, like that. We have a thorn all the way to the right on the block, on the edge, right there. And then we have on the corner here we have another thorn right there. The blocks from the right there. And then 2 spaces more. And then right here. Then 4 spaces to the left we have this one. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and right there. Right? And then we have thorns right here near the block. One here and one there. And we had one block of thorn, 3 up, 1 left. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 right there, and 1 in the corner right here. Right? Actually, I think I need to make the walls a little bit thinner, because if not, the puzzle is not going to work. The walls are a little bit too thick. So I need to make them smaller, like this. Right? Yeah. That means this one needs to become also a little bit thinner. Like that, right? Yeah. Okay. Now that we have that, I need to add the switches, and we have a bunch, 1 space away each, and our block switches. This one. And it's going to be every other one. Like this. 3, 3, 7. Okay. There we go. It's actually there. It actually matches quite nicely. There is one thing that is missing though. The notches that stop the blocks from going off the screen, right? So let's see. How do we do this? Okay. Yeah, I'm going to just make a new sprite, actually. Let's see. Create sprite. This is going to be a sprite. Let's call it a stopper. Right? Let's see. So this is basically the block, right? Just the size is not the size I wanted. So I'm going to change it to 8 by 8, right? So this is our little block right here. And what I'm going to do is basically paint it info like this, right? And then I'm going to make the shadows. Right? And the bright spots. And maybe I need a bit more shadow. Maybe like this. Does that look correct? Maybe this color is a bit too dark. Let's go for something a little bit more pink. I don't quite manage to make it look like an actual. It looks a bit weird to me. Why is that? Okay, that looks way better. Okay, that looks good. Okay. Okay, that looks good. I like this one. Okay, let's leave it like that. Okay, and I'm going to do a new object. Object. And you're going to be object underscore stopper. Right? And your sprite is obviously going to be the stopper. Okay. And now, that's it. I'm just going to add you to the list of blockers for the blocks. I'm just going to say object stopper. Stopper. There we go. Like that. Right? And that should be enough for me to actually do the thingy. Now I have the stopper right here. And I can just place it. Okay. Let's see. So we have one in the corner right there. Right? Right in the middle. So I could place it right there. Actually, did I center the stopper sprite? I did. Huh. How about we set it to top left? That way I can do this, right? Set it just like that, right? That's there. And then I can put one right here. Then one behind this one, okay. And then we have one on the side right here. One on top of this one. Should I center this? Actually, let me top center. Yeah, that actually looks a little bit better. Should I maybe change this to be 8 by 8? Yeah, I suppose I can just do it like this. Okay. This one is right there, so I will set it a little bit back. Okay. One on top of this. One below to the right there. One above the 7 right here. One on the 5. And one on the 3 right there. And one over here. Let me actually set it to 16 again. Yeah, it has to be right here. Just a little bit further to it. Over there. Okay. That's for the bottom row, I believe. Actually, I'm missing this one right there. That should be right here. And there is one over there. I wish I had a way to actually tell the gradient a little bit easier. Also, we have stoppers all over the edge, so am I able to do that? I'm just going to place them like right there. Right, all along the edge. Okay. This is going to be more monotonous than I thought it was going to be. Ah, that's a bit too far away. Wait, I feel like I made something wrong. Yeah, this one is off. Okay. That's done. Let's see. So we have one right there above the one. It's so hard to tell where is that one. Okay, we have this one above the tree. This actually is soft. It should be right there. And then we have two. 1, 2. And the notch is over here. Okay. And the other one is just below the thingy right here. Right there. There is one notch right there. Below the one. It should be there? No. On the next block over. Right there. Then we have this. That goes, I believe, right there. Yeah? No, on the other side. Right there. And then we have the two with the blocks on distance. Okay. Two blocks on distance. It's so hard to tell. I believe it should be right here. Why do I have the feeling this is not going to work? Yeah, I'm still working on the puzzle. Yeah, indeed. That should be there. Then we have one off the left and mine right here. Okay. We have one over here. And one for the 7 right here. Like that. And we have the same bot below. Like that. Then on the same height of this, I have one there. Yeah. Am I missing something? Yes, I'm missing the ones right here. There we go. That looks quite nice. Yeah. There we go. There is. The puzzle is right there. Now, the only issue I have is that here you need to basically complete everything, all the all the switches to spawn the boss key, right? So, I need to make some modifications to the switch, basically. Let's see, switch, block switch. So basically we're just changing the thingy, right? Yeah, the torch is required to complete the puzzle. Indeed. Target different from normal one. You trigger the thing right here. I'm just going to add ability for this to be triggered by the sounds. Yeah. Okay, now we have the ability to trigger those by themselves. Ah. Shall we do a little test of the main room? So we are right here, right? We go into the next room. Here we have our damaging thingies. This is the they are not set correctly. Oops. Ouch. Oh, I forget the bosky can be attracted to you. I forgot. I need to set it on the chest then. You can kinda do the puzzles a little bit, but not quite. Yeah. I got stuck. Okay, I need to fix that. Okay. These ones need to be moved to this spot. Yeah. I don't know if the puzzle is doable currently. Yeah. I actually want to try something. Yeah, I can solve that problem using both buckets, but that's the issue. That's the idea, that you need to take into account the timer of the blocks. Then again, I didn't really set that way for you to actually see the timing remaining, so maybe I should fix that. Yeah. Let's see. Yellow block. How about I make it so when he's moving, the sprite is different. How about that? Right? Let's call this one. There you go. How about if I just make like a mark that says how much time you have remaining? Yeah? Let's say I have like 9 marks. Actually, let me do this on a different layer. So we have like 9 marks right here. Right? And as the time decreases, you see the marks going away. Yeah? So basically I'm going to add a bunch of this. Actually, let's just set 3, 6, 3, 6, 8, 9, 3, 6, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So the first mark is going to be just like this, right? And then we will just remove one per notch, right? So I just go and go. And then for the next one, I remove 2. And then I remove 3. And then I remove 4. And then I remove this and remove that. And then this, that, and this. And then this, that, this, that, that. Did I skip one? No, I didn't. And the last one is without them. Right, so we start like this, and we start counting down, basically.
Mesa de Craftio, thumbs up emoji.
Mesa de crafteo. De verdad sí parecía una mesa de crafteo. Hola, bienvenido a España. What do you think? Does it look nice? So we have 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And then it resets. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, let me modify the yellow block. Right, so now we have the countdown right here, right? So I'm going to basically check how much percentage we have available. Remaining is going to be equals to frames timer minus countdown, right? Divided over frames timer times 100. Right, that's the remaining. And I need to set the image speed to image speed to 0. Right, so it doesn't move. It doesn't animate by itself. And then I need to basically change this, right? Error continuation. Yeah, that's quite a lot of metal pipes. So, switch. No, if remaining is over 90, max number is 0. Index is 0. If we go to 1, we go to 2. 60 we go to 3. 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. And this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the last is just image 9. And I will just add a return on each case, right? Because we don't need to check the rest if we go into one of these. Yeah. Hace tiempo que no veía su historia. ¿En serio? Están todos los directos, literalmente. Okay. Let's see how this looks, actually. Okay. Oh. It doesn't show. Damn it. Ah. Emacs index 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Okay. Let's show what's happening. Draw. Text, XY, string, I want remaining, right? And not only that, I also want F rate. Times the compound and the remaining, and I will put this on plus 16 logs 32 plus 48, just so I can see what's happening. Meow. Meow. Okay. Oh. Huh. That's not working correctly. Huh. Okay. It's because it's going the other way around. is counting down, not counting up. Right? So the difference should be increasing to 100 instead, right? Rather than going the other way around. ¿Tu amiga se salvó al cambiarse de departamento? ¿A qué te refieres? That's not working either. That's what I'm trying to make it work, basically. I'm trying to make the animation manually instead of letting the program actually animate. Yeah, it's just not working currently. Yeah, for some reason the remaining time doesn't actually change. So let's set this to the difference for now. Oh, it's because it's not getting recalculated. I'm dumb. Ah, okay. I need to place this right here. Okay, I got it. Hold on. Okay, we are here. Right, we hit that. Now that looks quite nice. It's going the other way around, not the way I wanted. But it looks pretty good, nice. Yeah. So I just need to invert the thingy right here. So this is going to be 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1, 0. And it looks better this way so that the default it has nice squares. Yeah, but I want to make it look like the countdown starts, right? So you start on this default and it goes like that, right? I want it to look like this, and then they starts counting down like that, right? Oh yeah, they are blank. Yeah, what do you think it looks better? Like this, starting blank, and then showing the countdown, like this? Or do you think it would be better starting with the 9 dots? And counting down from there. You think it looks better for? I see. So it looks better the other way around. Huh. Okay, let's invert it then. Yeah. Uh, ok. ¿Por qué están ustedes pagando electricidad para el departamento? Se me hace extraño. So we start like this and it loads forward and then it teleports back. It looks better that way, right? Let me remove these ones. And I will delete the event. Estás hablando de un departamento literal. Pensé que hablabas de la escuela. That looks pretty nice, I would say. Yeah. Ah, damn it. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I need to do something about that. Yeah. When the player is in place, let's not teleport the block, I suppose. Let's see. Okay, so countdown minor 0 and no place meeting x.y read player, and that would be original position. If the player is not in the original position and the countdown 0, you can teleport, right? So I can now basically block the block from actually teleporting back by standing where it should be, right? I could just do this, and even if the countdown finish, it doesn't teleport, right? Until I move out of the way. Right? That's quite nice. A nice effort. Right? Ya, 2000 es básicamente lo que consume una tienda de abarrotes, de las que tienen refrigeradores. Básicamente, yeah. Es demasiado dinero. Una persona normal tendría mucha dificultad para consumir tanta energía. Por ejemplo, yo, que tengo básicamente varias computadoras, un servidor y otras cosas corriendo todo el tiempo, no llego a los 1200. Yeah. Ah. Yeah, this looks pretty nice, I think. Yeah. Si tenía fallos eléctricos, probablemente de ahí es donde está tragando la energía. Ay, y eso ya no es cosa de ella, es cosa del departamento. Okay, so what do you think see about this block? Do you like it? Is it interesting? I just need to add enough time to actually the player actually finishing the puzzle. Yeah. Okay, so to do that, I'm going to do something very interesting. I'm going to disable the thorns so I can try to do the puzzle. Okay, so we are right here, right? So this should be how should I move this one? According to this, I should be moving this one to the right and then down, but this dot is on the ground location. Actually, it should be higher, I believe. Yeah, this dot should be higher. This one should be over here. Are the circle shovel updates going to slot? Yes, they are. They actually will teleport if you are not quick enough. Yeah. Okay, let's see. You go like that and then down, right? And that's one, right? So that's enough to put that guy right there. Then the fourth one needs to go all the way around. So the fourth one, this one, needs to go like that. That's a bit difficult to do. Okay, the fourth one needs more time. Let's see. So this one, I need to change a little bit. The timer should be, let's set it to 10. Right? So there is enough time for you to do the same for the other ones. The fourth one is way more. Let's put it at 15. Right? Okay, we push this one down, and then this goes up and to the right, and then down. This is actually really hard to pull off. Yeah, I might need to change that one. Yeah. Okay, the other one, this one in the center, is the one that needs to go up. I mean to do that. Like this, to the right and then down. Or that switch right there, right? This one is meant to go And let's see. Yeah, the fourth one is supposed to navigate through the other area, which might not be possible, actually. This one is meant to do this. I need to add more time for this one. Ah. Right, this goes like that. Ah. Yeah, that's very difficult actually. Somebody sampled the Akalan's internet for this. Yeah, it actually does sound like that. Yeah. Okay, so that goes right there. This one can be shot like that. Okay, and from here we go. Actually, it needs to go down like that. Ah. It's actually way harder than I thought. Actually, this dot right here, I might be on the wrong spot. Let me see. Yeah, I think this spot is a little bit not in the correct location. Wait, is it? Like that? And then you push it down. Yeah, this one is the one that is not in the correct location. Yeah, this one it should be a little bit more to the right. Yeah, to let the 4 pass by. Okay, we go like this, and then you push this one down, and from here you go to the right, and from here you push this one down, and you have this one right there. Right, that's 2 of them. The other one is meant to be that one. Okay, so you go like this, push this one down, and push this up, this one over here, up, this down like that, up this way, down to the right, down, and then this one goes down also, like that, and down right there. Okay, I need to increase the timing for the blocks right there. So how about we duplicate the time right here? Let's set it to 20 seconds. And sí, no suena que deberían de mandar a esa persona, la verdad. Okay, this one I will set it to 30. And this one I'm going to set it to 40. I will give you 10 seconds for each block, right? And let's see. That's that. 6 is that. I will give you 50 for this one. I think that's fair, right? And 7 right here. I will give you 60. Then the 5, I will give you 70. Ah, I didn't mean to open that. Right, and the 3 will have 80. Okay, let's give it a try. Let's go down here. That's one. And I screw up. Lovely. So first is this one, like that. And then we push this one. Ah, I don't fit. Up and to the right. And then we go down to the left and down, right? And then this one right here needs to go back. Ah, that's not where it should go. Okay, this one goes like this, right? Let me reset this, actually. Okay, let's see. So I have the solution in the background. Let's see, so first one has to go to the right and down, right? This fourth one right here needs to go up and to the right and then down and then to the right and down, right? And we'll push this one down like this. Okay, this one should be, I ran out of time right there. One more time. So right, down, up, right. Shit. That one is difficult. Down, and this one needs to go up, right, like that. And down here, this one goes down to the right and down. And the next one is this one that is all the way over here. Shit, I screwed up. If a yellow block blocks the respawn area of another block, they are going to get stuck. Not really. What happens if the blocks overlap is that they reset each other. They don't get stuck. I believe that's how I got it, if I remember correctly. And from here to that, and down. And then I need to trigger this like that. This goes down like this. Then this goes like that. This way, down, and you, shit. Yeah, this is very difficult, actually. Mainly because the blocks that needs to go very close to the edge have you going out of the screen, which is not a good thing. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I will modify the thing a little bit more. Yeah, let me modify this because it's not working currently. How about I set the notches to be a little bit closer, like this, and I will move. Ah, this one needs to be over here. Right, I will move this one down a bit. Let's see, let's see. This and that. And like this. Ah, that's blocking right there. I need to move it down more, a little bit more. Qué mal, Spike, que el director está laggando para ti. Let's move it a bit down. Let me remove this so you can actually see what I'm doing. Okay. This also is going to need modifications for sure. Yeah. Okay. So this goes like that. And right there. This goes up. And from here to the left. That needs to be moved. Yeah. A bit more to the left. Yeah. So this one needs to be down a little bit. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to try to do the least amount of changes possible, just to make sure it does work. Yes. So we go over there, we bounce down. Here we can go down like that. Push it over here, that's nice. And there we go. We are in the correct position. This goes down and that fits right there. It goes there and that. Okay. And the one in the middle uses devlog 6, which would be this one right here. And goes like that, like this. That didn't quite land correctly. Yeah, I need to move that notch. Okay, this notch right here needs to be moved to the center. Yeah. Like that, probably. Yeah, it also needs a bit more time. I'm going to fix the times once we can actually put the blocks in the correct positions. So that is there. This goes like that, and like this. And down to the right. And down, right? And this goes down like this. Like that, down. This goes down like that. Like this. And like that. And to the right. And the next block goes to is the 7, this one right here. So this should go like this, like that. And that's an issue right there because you can exit the window like that. So I need to move this notch right here a little bit higher up. Yeah. Okay. So this notch needs to be higher up. And it will stop here, that will stop right there. And maybe that will allow that to go like that. Ah, I didn't notice that it was started this late. Yeah. Let me do one more try. We go like that. And this goes like this. To the right, down, left, down. This goes down, right, there. This goes down, right, there, and we are there. This goes like this, up, like that, down, and like this. I need probably a notch right here. Yeah. Okay, let's add a little notch right there. Yeah, there is not enough time. Still, there is not enough time. I can probably move this, right? Because the one that goes here comes from up, so I can put this up a little bit. Like that, so I can lift this one up. This is going to be like this, right? I can maybe put it a little higher, so it does like that, right? Like this. Yeah, I think that looks better. Let me give it one more try and we will stop here. Let's see. So this, I screw up. This goes like that and down. Okay. The fourth one goes up to the right, down this way, down that way. The one, the middle right here, goes like that, like this. This goes like this, like that. For that one, this goes that way, this way down, and that way. Yeah, that looks fine. Yeah. Okay, it's almost doable. Almost doable, this thing. Yeah. Yeah, I'm missing these double blocks. And that needs... The 5 is going to do a loop-de-loop. Yeah. 5 is supposed to go all the way to the right, which is quite the thing. Yeah. So... This one is supposed to go down through here. Yeah, that's weird. You can probably do more than one at the same time. And this one is supposed to go where? Oh, it's supposed to do this, like this, and then all the way across. So I need to maybe lift this a little bit more, so it can bypass the notches right here. So it can fit all the way over to the back. Okay, we will continue later. Okay, let's stop here before I keep going.
Column. I roll for intimidation. Ricardo
No.
Lolly has the alerts. Metal Pipe X52. Surprise X13. It doesn't animate.
Okay, then I suppose I will be stopping here for today. Thank you for coming because it's late. I'm going to go grab something for
Somebody
dinner.
sampled the Ocola
Bye bye. Good
Ancient
night.
Tech Labs full bot
Buenas
for this
noches. Que
track.
descansen. Good night. Bye bye. Night night. Oyasumi. 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 Good night. Bye bye. Good night. Thank you for coming to the stream. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Bye bye. Bye bye. Good night. Good night. Good night. Yeah. Resquel. Buenas noches. Que descansen. Bye bye. Adios. Good night. Bye bye. Good night. Bye 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 bye. Thank you for coming again, Corby, by the way. Good night. Bye bye. Buenas noches. Que descansen. Good night. Bye.
A__xd. Hasty Empoke Novo at Historia. Metal Pipe X5. Metal Pipe X50. 52. God dang it. Recuerdos de Vietnam. Skull emoji. RCY mi amiga CK se salvo al cambiar de departamento, frowning face emoji. It doesn't animate. Looks better this way, so that the default idle one has 9 squares. Pues la cosa es así, primero que a mi amigo en el departamento donde estaba pues le pidieron con el dueño del departamento que si le puede prestar el tanque de gas, y debido a que mi amigo estaba. Oh, right. En apuros porque si no se le iba pasar el camión pues excedió y se lo termino prestando. Now they're blank. Ah nice. Full I think. 9 squares is default idle. Though it would look very different from the blue boxes. Y pues la cuestión que después el dueño del departamento quería que le den 200 pesos más aparte de lo que yo había pagado, que se supone que el recibo de la luz llegó literalmente casi 2K o más. De 2K. Underscore. Y pues después mi amiga le mencionó que la descuenta soy por parte del tanque de gas que encima el dueño dijo que le iba a pagar. A__xd. Pues igual a mi amigo lo intentaban sacar dinero por parte de ese tremendo recibo inflado el cual el mismo dueño andaba diciendo puedes pagarlo pues si no es nada y mi amigo diciendo que si pues si no es nada pues para que lo quiera y para rematar el departamento estaba todo en mal estado. Skull emoji. Falos eléctricos. Mi amigo solo tenía 2 focos disponibles. Y solo un refrigerador en mal estado. Looks good. Sí pero la cosa también está en que a la señora de la casa donde vivo justo ahora le platique sobre esto. So are they still pushable after they go into the slot? Y pues al principio si pensaba que pues no era la gran cosa de como que era departamento y eso pues era razonable. Pero solo cuando menciona el nombre del señor sueño del departamento pues, rápidamente cambió de opinión y dijo que bueno que se fue de allí. Underscore. Eso porque ese señor lo conchan por pues la señora de la casa donde vivo le dice que es monioso, eso lo llegó a interpretar de varias formas, pero igualmente con lo que me dijeron pues entendí más. Eso porque la señora de la casa donde vivo mencionó que hubo algunos anteriormente que antes habían estado en esta casa, que habían ido a ese departamento primero y pues vale que han tenido problema. Es parecidos. Eso de que hubo una ocasión de alguien más le dijo a una que estudiaba en la misma universidad que yo que siquiera le podría dar dinero para que pues este señor dueño del departamento lo haga comida. Somebody sampled the Ocola Ancient Tech Labs from bot for this track. Pero pues a la mejor le dice que mejor vale un restaurante o algún lugar de comida rápida por y eso. No sé si me explico pero pues esto que esto hacía promesas vacías y se quedaba con el dinero que le saben, aparte de hacer cobros extra. Bueno el punto de que la señora de la casa donde yo vivo es que cuando dijo eso de que bueno que se fue tu amiga de allí. Pues se refería a que el dueño del departamento estaba metido ya en algo ilegal, skull emoji. Maybe once they enter a slot area, their timer pauses or resets. Also, time alert. When pues al final mi amiga se fue a otro departamento. Pero nunca le devolvieron el tanque de gas, frowning face emoji. If a yellow block blocks the respawning area of another yellow block they're going to get stuck. Oh. Increíble como el stream se me anda lagiando incluso después de que lo puse a 144 peking page powered XD. Yeah. It needs more time. Also time alert again. Lamau not enough time. Raise that one stone at the left of the center. One more try. Just 5 more minutes. Okay, good night everyone, bye. Thank you for the stream, Gute Nacht, sleep well. Or else. Gun emoji. Hasta mañana. DGDDT. Croissant. Rice cracker emoji. Banana emoji. Goat turquoise white horns. Mooncake emoji. Coffee emoji. And the wall of text. Why did that sound like a Harry Potter movie title? Bye bye. Ricardo and the movie title of The Void. Como RC. ._.xd